Good morning, everyone. I am Miss Quay, and I would like to share with you what I was able to benefit from ELKEN's molecular reform therapy. I started to know about this ELKEN molecular reform therapy in about 2009. And so at that time, it was because my dad was diagnosed with an illness. He was diagnosed with a bladder cancer, stage 1. And so every day he needed to go to the hospital at least once. So every time he goes to the hospital, he would get an infection. So I asked the doctor if there's any medicine my dad can eat if he gets an infection. And the doctor said that there's no medicine to eat because it's due to the immune system. And also because of the series of treatment that my dad has to undergo, my dad's kidney was also damaged, so he needs to undergo dialysis. And dialysis is basically cleaning out the blood because your kidney cannot anymore. So I brought him to the University of Malaya to do dialysis. And so my colleague, when my dad needed to undergo dialysis, coincidentally, ELKEN had an event that was about RO water and also invited me to go. Because at that time, I was thinking, what can I do to boost the immune system of a human's body? So I would go search on the internet, and it was a really coincidence that my colleague invited me to an ELKEN event. So I went to listen. So I went to buy a RO water dispenser for my dad. And it was just not only for people who are going through dialysis, but also for people who want to protect their kidney, needs to drink RO water. So I invested on the water dispenser once I understood that it was, once I understood the concept of it. And so I bought it for my home. So at that time, there was also a token, and I was able to get Jeneji, and also Dong Dong, who is the stockist manager, told me, Miss Wei, this Jeneji is really great because it can improve your immune system. And I thought, yes, this is the supplement that I was looking for. So I bought it and I gave it to my dad to consume it. And so I was able to really quickly witness how my dad was able to come out of the hospital super quickly. And I started to become more interested in this ELKEN's molecular reform therapy because my home is really close to ELKEN's headquarters. So every week I would attend to the meeting and also listen to the products explanation and also the products testimonies. At that time, during 2009, so ELKEN launched ELKEN Isotonic. So I thought to myself, I can try this product out for myself. So I tried it. And during December, I thought to myself, why every year I would get this fits of coughs. Like I would keep on coughing for about 2 weeks to 1 month. But after I consumed Kington for 3 months, I also consumed ELKEN series of products like spirulina, gua sha, lactose, and detox. Because every 3 months I would get fever and sore throat, but I realized the number of times it occurred lessened. So I thought it was really weird. And after drinking RO water, I don't have a sore throat no more. So after consuming for a year, my sore throat didn't come every 3 months anymore. And because I know how to use ELKEN's MRT concept to stabilize my own health. Like I need detox and have a balanced nutrition in the past, I also have constipation. And I didn't know what was constipation before in the past, but now I know that because my intestines are in bad condition, and so I will feel more inflamed and because now I know how to consume lactose and also consume Kington, because I have a bad digestion, then it could lead to inflammation. So these two products can for sure solve my intestine problems. And my intestine problems doesn't just affect my intestines, they also affect my whole overall body's condition. Okay, so now I would like to share my dad's experience with his kidney dialysis from 2009 to 2014. So I asked the nutritionist, Mr. Wang, if I can let my dad to drink and how much should he drink that Kington Isotonic. So I gave my dad 1 ampule of Kington and also Jeneji together. Although a lot of people who come back from kidney dialysis, they get super tired. So I'm really worried about my dad. So I would ask my dad if he's tired or not, and he would always say no. But he would still sleep when he come back. Because it might be because there's less toxins within his body, so it's easier for him to fall asleep. So I thought to myself whenever I go to the kidney dialysis place, the patients over there, they're always so tired looking, but my dad is always full of energy. So there's this one time where a part of the dialysis broke, which is called the fistula. So I needed to go repair it, and with my dad, so I went to Sunway to change the fistula. And I met another person who also went there to change the fistula. And at that time, he was 40 years old. And the person said that when he first started the kidney dialysis, he had a lot of problems. But after he started consuming Elkens Kington, there was no problem anymore. So he told me that you should let your dad drink Kington isotonic as well. And so I said, I already let him consume Kington. So I'm very, very grateful for knowing about Elkens molecular reform therapy when my dad was so sick. So this is MRT's concept. And so it's so amazing, this MRT concept is so amazing, and you can also consume it for your whole life. So my sister will also ask this, can it really be eaten? So we really need to tell the customers that MRT has 4 big steps to have balanced nutrition. We need to consume spirulina to increase our oxygen intake. We need to do exercise or gua sha or detox. To me, I need to detox every month, because if our intestines is in a good shape, then all of the other things will also fall in order. For example, our sore throat. In the past, I will eat about 8 pills of Panadols every 3 months because of my work is really busy. I also don't want to take any MC, so it went like this. But then after I started to know about Elken, I also learned about Elken's MRT products and also concept, was able to help me, my family, and people around me as well. So this is my very small sharing. Thank you.
So, wow, thank you to our sharer. And it's so amazing how when her dad is in the process of going to change his thingy, like when they met this friend, the friend also told them to consume Kington.
Yeah, I think this is just such a touching story, because when your father is undergoing such a serious illness, and then you're trying your best to help your father, and then you are able to successfully help your father to Elken. And I think this is really, really touching.
And I believe that like many of many of our friends who join us for all the episodes are always listening and learning to the experiences of our sharers, so that in the future, if we, knock wood, if we ever encounter any of these problems, we know how to face them, we know how to tackle them, as we know what nutrients we need, right? And like